Welcome to qnawire.
In problem 19, we have data on the mean number of students per class from a sample of 3 schools randomly selected from a large school district. At the 0.10 level of significance, we're going to check whether there is sufficient evidence that the mean number of students per class differs among schools. So you have 3 schools represented by MS1, MS2, and MS3, 3 middle school classes. And we are going to start by stating the null hypothesis, which is mu1 equals mu2 equals mu3. Say that all the mean number of students per class are equal. The alternative hypothesis is that at least one mean is different from the others. Critical value will be obtained from the analysis of variance test done here in Excel. So we go to data and press data analysis, ANOVA, single factor, then you press OK. Then for the data, we select the range. These are the 3 columns. Then ensure that it's grouped by columns and that the alpha is 0.10. So we change that to 0.10. And for output, we press OK. So now these are the results for the analysis of variance. And we're interested in the critical value. So for the critical value, the numerator degrees of freedom will be 2, and the denominator degrees of freedom will be 9, and the level of significance is 0.1. And so the critical value for that set of values is 3.006. Now the test value is the value of the calculated value of f. And to get the calculated value of f, we'll have to get the quotient of the mean square for factor and the mean square for error, which in this case is 3.6. It's 3.619. Okay, so we need now to make the decision whether to reject the null hypothesis or to fail to reject the null hypothesis. And in our case, we need to compare the critical value and the test value. And as you can see, the critical value is smaller than the test value, which means that the test value will be within the critical region, and hence we make the decision to reject the null hypothesis. And the decision to reject the null hypothesis leads us to making the conclusion that there is enough evidence to support the claim that at least one mean is different from the others. So this is to say that in our context, that the mean number of students per class differs among schools. So there's evidence to show that mean number of students per class differs among schools.